Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, you guys, peep game. All right. Well, Maya Ponsetto has been arrested in Ventura County and she will be expedited back to New York City. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to keep it 100. This is a dog and pony show. This is a showcase arrest because the New York PD just has such a horrible reputation. But then again, she isn't white, but she's a so-called Hispanic pretending to be white, so they're going to treat her like she's white. But nevertheless, at the end of the day, she's being expedited to New York. She's facing some major charges, and they're also talking about charging her with resisting arrest and possibly assault on an officer because when they caught her, they had to drag her forcefully out her car when they confronted her. She refused to get out. And then I saw the interview with Gail. I listened to it on Torian Rain's channel. Shout out to Torian Rain. The interview she did with Gail. And the interview just made her look even worse as a person and made her more undesirable and more unlikable for the most part. But nevertheless, this Ponsetto individual is in big trouble. And she has a criminal history. Yeah, it's funny whenever you hear about these, black men and black women, whenever they are shot up by the boys or the women in blue, they love to rehash on this person's history to demonize them, even when they're the victim. Now, this lady has quite a history of criminal behavior. She's been arrested multiple times. Multiple times. But the thing is that I don't like what the media is doing for the most part. They still, in a certain way, is not holding her accountable for what she did. She attacked a child, a 14-year-old. What part you don't understand? She attacked a minor, not a guy. She attacked a 14. It's no way to get around it. Now, that's funny. All these feminist Nazi bitches ain't nowhere to be found. And none of these fake black feminists are nowhere to be found who want to play that game too. Nobody's speaking up on what happened to him. Hardly. Now, it's some, but it should be more. But keep in mind, the interview with her made her look even worse as a person. So condescending in the interview, so disrespectful. Don't want to take accountability. Typical. And then she does the typical quote that comes out of a white supremacist. Now, whether she's claiming she's Puerto Rican or whatever, she has a white supremacy mentality. Don't even feel bad about it. Issues this fake ass, sorry ass apology. Well, if he felt, and then started talking about inferior and all that type of shit. Now, who talks like that? Obviously, she hangs around, inferior. Only white supremacists use those type of terms. So obviously she hangs around a lot of white supremacists. That's what my boy Torian missed, but I'll bring it out. If they felt inferior. The fuck? You serious? Boy, I would love to see the people that she hangs around. No wonder she wanted that phone back so bad. Because it must have been something in that phone that she didn't want people to see. Now, she may be claiming that she Puerto Rican, but she considers herself to be white because I already exposed the fact that she has paperwork that's have surfaced saying that she identified as white. Which a lot of those, palm colored Hispanics like to do. Which I told you they play both sides of the fence, but she trying to holler it can't be racial because I'm Puerto Rican. Why can't it be? What do that have to do with anything? All Puerto Ricans are not of dark skin complexion. They have European looking, palm colored Puerto Ricans. So please stop it. Oh God. But the interview with Gayle just made her so unlikable. Not wanting to take any responsibility for what she did. And she tries to play the victim. Oh, well, his father tried to grab my hair. Nobody. Well, I would have grabbed your hair too if you attacked my kid. But at the end of the day, nobody wants to put emphasis on the fact that this was a child. Once again, he is not old enough to drink. He is not old enough to join the military. He is not old enough to own a firearm. He cannot do nothing that adults can do. He's not old enough to buy cigarettes. None of this stuff. He is a child. He is a minor. I promise you, had this had been a black man that did that to a little white kid, that would be the emphasis. Oh, this is a child. You don't do that to a child over an iPhone. You would have everybody and their mama talking about him. Now, I give still Gayle credit. Gayle trying to, she trying to get on the good foot now because she been, she been ripped to shreds. But, Gayle, we good. But we give you credit for your effort. But yeah, this lady, I listened to that interview, man. Oh my God. It was just unbelievable how disingenuous she was. She wasn't sorry about nothing. And then she got caught in a lie. Trying to say, first she tried to make it look like she was, approaching everybody about the phone. But then she admitted, well, I went to him. And she just flat out said, oh, you have my phone. Like, she got the only iPhone. They made millions of those things. They make millions of those things yearly. Every time they put out a new iPhone, like she had the only iPhone in the world, And then the hotel manager, I should have known, some, you know what I'm saying? Some Todd, automatically sides with her. We need his name. He need to be fired because he violated hotel policy. She wasn't even a guest and he sided with her. Now they have since apologized to the family, but nah. From what I heard, Benjamin Crump is on the job. So, at the end of the day, this Ponsetto lady was just despicable. She was just despicable. Just not taking no accountability. She ain't even remorseful of what she did. Then she trying to say, well, I'm just a girl. No, you're not a girl. You're an adult, bitch. You're an adult. So don't try that shit. You are grown. Trying to say she's a girl. No, you're not a girl. You're old enough to drink. And like I said, I understand what the NYPD is doing. We know it's a front. We know it's a smoke screen. Well, I ain't gonna say it's a smoke screen. We know it's a dog and pony show. It's a display. We're gonna make an example out of her because we need to clean up our horrible historic image of mistreating, in particularly black people. No, I ain't fucking saying that black and brown shit. Black people. For real. So yeah, it's cool. It's cool they doing that, but appreciate it. But we know it's disingenuous on the part of the NYPD. But we'll go along with it. We'll go along with this charade. We'll go along with this charade. But at the end of the day, man, just listening to that interview, that lady was just so. She was just despicable. I would say what need to happen to her, but we'll be cool with that. Just listening to her talk, I mean, she was just making it worse on herself the way she was talking. She didn't feel sorry. She really don't realize what she did. She says, "I'm sorry if they felt inferior." And where did that terminology come from? So, like I said, it's obvious she reads or hangs around certain type of people that gives her this type of literature. You got to understand, nobody uses the word inferior. Only Nazis talk like that, or white supremacists. She probably a Trump supporter. You know what I'm saying? She probably voted for Trump. I almost can guarantee it. And if she didn't, I'd be surprised. But at the end of the day, this lady is clearly a bigot. She's clearly a racist. And like I said, that saying she Puerto Rican, that don't mean shit. Trying to hide behind that and trying to play that person of color card. Shit, Asians be trying to say they persons of color, and we know damn well they ain't no persons of color. And we know how they feel about people that look like me. But I feel like this lady should be getting more attention than what she's getting. Because like I said before, keep in mind, Emmett Till was the same age when a white woman falsely accused him of whistling at her, which he wasn't. You know what I'm saying? And she never was brought to justice. You know. But everybody hollering about this Me Too shit. And then you got, Megan Thee Stallion talking about, oh, what we need protection for black women. Well, what about the protection for us, for black men? Okay? I mean, she straight up football tackled that kid. Because I'm going to keep saying it was a kid. It was a kid. You know what I'm saying? Just like Trayvon Martin was a kid. He was 17. He was a kid. I mean, good grief, man. But anyway, man, I just want to say middle finger to Ponsetto. She's a racist. Fuck her. And fuck her mama too. This your boy Town Biz. I'm out.